What's going on, everybody, man? I want to welcome y'all back to Pure Quality Canines. Out here in the front yard, I guess you can say my office for the time being right now. My boy Scoop, man, just so we can get a little one-on-one time. Been out here messing with him for a while. Got off work and fed the dog, and it's kind of getting late, but something was on my mind. I want to go ahead and share with y'all and just get y'all take on it. What do y'all think? I was at work today, and something that kept going across my mind, term I done heard before over the years, and something I really believe, and that term is dogs are man's best friend, y'all. So, you know, I always believe that, y'all. Just in my own personal experience, man, with the dogs I done own, the love and the affection that I done received from them, and just the trust, man. Like I say, there's no doubt that dogs are truly our man's best friend, but I got to thinking, you know, where did the term come from? So, started doing my little homework and looked it up. The term was actually first phrased back in 1798 by a king named Frederick II. He was king of Prussia. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Basically, spell Russia, but put a P in front of it, y'all. He was the king of Prussia. He had first termed that term in 1798. It didn't go exactly like that. It was more so the way he explained it. He was like, there's no other animal or anything in this world that comes close to the loyalty that you get from a dog, y'all. So the actual term, from my knowledge, eventually came where it says man's best friend in the 1800s, y'all, by an American, y'all, during a court. It was some type of court hearing, y'all, where the actual, like that, the actual man's best friend came out. But like I said, the term kind of at first started with Frederick II, y'all. So I started thinking about that. Like I said, that's something I always believe. But something that got me kind of more on that subject was me growing up, y'all. I always had dogs. I done told y'all before. I always been a lover of dogs, y'all. And one thing about growing up, man, used to have a lot of movies, y'all. A lot of movies, a lot of cartoons, more than you see nowadays. Scoop, come here, come here, come on, come on. Sit down, boy. Sit down. Sit. Oh, you want some love, man? Yeah, you've seen a lot more cartoon and movies than you see nowadays of dogs, man. It was almost a staple, y'all. You go all the way back to the 1920s, y'all, before, I don't know, I don't say before movies, y'all, but just in posters and advertisement, you had a dog named Stubby, y'all. That dog, used to see him a lot in different articles, y'all, because he was an actual, and he was actually termed a mutt, y'all, but in the World War I, y'all, he ran with the 102nd Cavalry, I want to say, no, infantry, 102nd Infantry out of Connecticut, y'all. He fought with them, or I guess tagged along during World War I, y'all, and eventually, man, that dog was awarded by 3 different presidents. You fast forward to the 1930s, I want to say that's when the Little Rascals came out, y'all. So I don't know if that's the first, but definitely Little Rascals, I guess, for most people, definitely before my time, man, that was their first take at, you know what I mean, a dog on the silver screen, y'all, interacting with people, y'all. So I know, like, back then, a lot of people enjoyed that. Fast forward with me, one of my favorite shows to eventually come home and watch was Lassie, y'all. I don't know if y'all know about Lassie. I believe he was something like a, I can't remember his actual breed, y'all, but Lassie was the shit, y'all. Y'all ask anybody about Lassie, man, the way the movie show came on, it was like, Lassie, and the little boy, he would call Lassie, man. Lassie would be somewhere off in the woods somewhere chasing a rabbit, or, you know, doing something dogs do, man. He would come to him, y'all. But Lassie was a real good dog, man. If you ever watch any old episodes, I don't know if you can still find them, man, but like I say, just the day-to-day life with a dog, man. He was a real smart dog, man. He solved a lot of issues during the show. But like I said, man, it was that man's best friend that was put right in front of our eyes that I ain't seeing no more, y'all. And if you start even further along, y'all, to the cartoon era, y'all. Once we got to the cartoon era, I'll say around my time, you had shows like, especially with Disney, you had cartoons like Fox and the Hound, Oliver and Company, Lady and the Tramp, 101 Dalmatians, Fox and the All Dogs Go to Heaven, y'all. Like I said, man, These movies were back to back in our face, man. Just really strengthening that love for the dog, y'all. But you don't really see that no more, man. And I kind of wonder, has our love, I can't speak for everywhere else, but in America really changed, y'all? Because on the movie side, y'all, on the movie side, you had stuff like Benji, y'all. Boy, Benji was one of my favorites, I ain't gonna lie. Beethoven. You had the Shaggy Dog, that was an old school remake right there. You had Legend, that was kind of newer, up to date with Will Smith. Milo and Stitch, man, another all-time favorite, man. I love that right there. You had White Fang, and then you had movies like Homeward Bound, y'all. Like I say, man, all these were real good shows, man, that every couple of years, man, you had something like that. If it wasn't a movie that was coming out, like I said, man, Disney was kicking out cartoons, and just even coming home every day, you know, for school. You know, you had Lassie coming on. You know, it was a show that came on pretty much, I want to say 5 days a week. And what else they had right there? You had Scooby-Doo, you know what I mean, every day after school, you know what I'm saying, on Saturdays. So you had a lot of different shows that, like I say, man, you really don't see no more. And I'll say one of my favorites, y'all, that I kind of want to leave y'all with. If you have not seen this movie, I definitely say go check it out, man. It's one of my all-time favorite, y'all, and that was Old Yeller, y'all. I already had a love for dogs, man, but no lie, when that movie came out, Old Yeller, man, that just took it off the top. That just took it over the top, man. It was, you couldn't tell me nothing, man. The dog was the shit, man. I just had to have one all through my life. I didn't care what it was. I didn't care about breed type, man. I just loved, Old Yeller, man, really just locked in my love for dogs. And the crazy thing about Old Yeller that kind of stands true today, man, y'all notice my females, they're red dogs, man. They're fawns, y'all. Old Yeller, I want to say if y'all go back and watch the movie, it never tells his breed type, but I want to say he was more of like a Mastiff Hound mix, maybe. But anyway, the gist of the movie was, man, it was set in the 1930s or 40s. A young boy and his family, his mother and his brother and his father, man, they stayed on a piece of land that could have been anywhere from the Texas Panhandle up to the Midwest. But like I say, it was the 1930s, you know what I mean? It was still wooded, it was still wild animals. It wasn't present day how it is nowadays. But anyways, during the movie, the father had to go off to war, y'all. And something you don't see a lot nowadays really pushed on boys and men, but back in them days, if you was the oldest boy, man, if your father was to die or if he was to go off to war, it was pretty much known that pretty much if you wasn't a fighting age, but you was a boy, you pretty much became man of that house, man. Even though your mother was still there, pretty much everything your father did, as far as work the land, the cattle, the gardens, anything he might do, it was pretty much on you now as a boy, you know what I mean, or as a teenager. So in that movie right there, the boy couldn't have been no more than maybe 12, 13 years old, maybe 14. But anyways, his father goes off and he gets left, you know what I mean, to take care of his mother and little brother, y'all. So they got a little pretty little farm, y'all, with chickens and things of that nature. I want to say some hogs and things like that. Come on, sit, boy, sit. I know you're getting tired of my talking. But anyways, what happened was they had a neighbor. He had came over, man, and he kind of dropped off a puppy. The little brother, man, he was in love instantly with the dog, man, like most little boys will be. But the 14-year-old brother really didn't want the dog, man. He looked at it like it was going to be an extra responsibility and nothing but trouble, y'all. So kind of during the movie, man, as the dog grown up, man, the boy and the dog would kind of have issues. Like I say, the little brother loved it, but the dog, Old Yeller, eventually had to grow on the older brother. The turn of the movie before that happened, I want to say a bear. I want to say either a bear or a wolf had kind of had ran up on their land, y'all, and was almost about to attack the younger brother, man. Old Yeller had ran him off. So the older brother had kind of seen the benefits of having him. Well, what really kind of kicked it off, man, he still didn't like Old Yeller, but one day, Y'all excuse me, man. The Amazon driver that pulled up, man, they in their personal vehicles, man. That shit be strange as hell to me, y'all. Hey, don't be pulling in my yard your personal vehicle. I don't know what's going on with Amazon. But anyways, like I was saying, man, with the brother, what happened was one night, you know what I mean, he used to have to smoke his own meat, y'all. So he had a piece of smoked meat, y'all, and he pretty much had it hanging outside the front door. And Old Yeller pretty much slept outside the cabin. So that night he told Old Yeller, man, looked him dead in his eyes, you know what I mean, told him, man, you touch that piece of meat, man, I'm gonna shoot you between your eyes in the morning. And you know, back then, you know what I mean, this boy 13 or 14, but he was real versed in using the gun. He had a hunt and things like that, man. So it was no doubt in his mind, if Old Yeller would have ate that meat, man, he was gonna shoot him, right? So he wake up in the morning, y'all, and the first thing he do, man, he run to that front, right? And he looking for the meat. So he not knowing his mom done already took the meat and done put it up. So he like, Mom, where the meat at? That dog done got that meat. I'm about to kill him. You know what I mean? I told him not to touch that meat, y'all. He kind of going off. The mom done kind of calmed down, said, hold up, man. Old Yeller ain't do nothing to him, man. He ain't touch that meat, right? So he go out there and look at Old Yeller, man. He looking at the little cupboard, man, see the meat. And he just like, dang it. You know, this might be a good dog right here, right? So like I said, man, during the movie, man, pretty much after that, I want to say they had, after that, another encounter with either a bear, but the tip of the iceberg was, like I said, they had hogs, wild hogs on their land, y'all. So every once in a while, he had to go out there and pull some of the small hogs out and put them up on their pen, you know what I mean, for eventually killing and eating. So one day, you know, they're out somewhere in the woods and everything. He's kind of sitting up on a ledge on a tree. And Old Yeller got all the hogs pretty much, see that one, we almost done. Old Yeller got pretty much all the dogs pretty much pressed into a corner, y'all, where they can't move. You know, he's barking, they press into the corner. When old boy's on top of the tree limb right up over the hogs, y'all, and he got some rope, and he's just, hey, Scoop, come here. Thank you, man. Sit down, sit. He's dropping a rope down like a noose, man, trying to, you know what I mean, grab one of the small hogs. He would pull them up and, no, matter of fact, I'm sorry, y'all. He wasn't trying to catch them. He was trying to pretty much clip their ears to mark them so people would know, you know, them are his hogs, you know, don't mess with them. So that's what he was out there doing, y'all. He was trying to brand the hogs. Well, anyways, mess around, the tree limb broke, y'all. He falls on the ground, you know what I mean? The hogs kind of get to him. Anyways, Old Yeller damn near dies trying to save him, y'all. So after that, they was pretty much locked in. Well, the movie gets kind of sad, y'all. I don't want to tell y'all too much of it, man. It's definitely a must watch, y'all. But eventually, Old Yeller gets bit by something, man. He catch rabies, man, and it was a real sad part, man. The oldest son, you know, the oldest boy had to go out there, you know what I mean, because they had him in like a little coop, and you know, you kind of seen at first he was sickly, and then he started slobbering out the mouth, going crazy, man. It really hurt that boy to have to put Old Yeller down, man. Like, you know what I mean? Whoever that actor was, I eventually seen him in other stuff. He was a good actor, but he was crying and everything. Real believable, you know what I mean? Storyline, y'all. But anyways, he had to shoot and kill Old Yeller, y'all. But the gist of that story is, man, just we had movies back in the days, man. Our love for dogs were so strong that, you know, they were always in our face, man, and we care more about them, but you really don't see that anymore. And I just wonder why, y'all. I wonder why we're not putting the movies out there like we used to. You know, do we still got, you know, is dog still man's best friend, y'all, or has anything changed, y'all? That was just something that was on my mind today. I kind of want to speak to y'all about. You know, what's your take on it? Or any of the movies that I kind of had spoke on, man, are they your favorites? At the same time, too, there's something that maybe I didn't mention, y'all, that was kind of a favorite. Like I said, man, them was just a little bit of what they used to come out with back in the days, man. There was so much other stuff, man. I don't know if I said Turner and Hooch, Canine Cop, golly, boy, there was so much, man. Y'all gonna have me tonight, boy, going back trying to find some of the classics, y'all. But with that being said, man, like I say, man, I just want y'all to think about that on this Thursday afternoon, man. What does your dog really mean to you? Because because like I say, man, there's so many nowadays instances where you can see, man, that dogs, man, they're just different, man. They're one of a lot of dogs that, a lot of animals over the years, I would say, domesticate a lot of animals. I want to say dogs is one of the longest ones, probably pretty much up there with a horse, y'all. But with that being said, man, with domestication, man, a lot of our traits, man, these dogs done picked up, man. Like I was telling y'all earlier, you ain't gotta go far to look, man. Just in recent times, man, you can see where people done posted stuff where people done went off to war for a couple years, man, that came back. They dogs go crazy, man, just at the sight of seeing them, man, after being gone for a while. There's stories, man, and videos where people done passed away, man, and people done took the dog to the grave site, and pretty much that dog sit there and curl up, and you know what I mean, knowing that they master, they loved one is gone, y'all. And then something I just seen recently, a lady had just kind of wanted to show people what happens when you take your dog somewhere and drop it off in the country. But anyways, well, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, this was sad as hell. I almost started crying my dang self. But a lady that took her dog out to the country, country road, let him out, and then kind of drove somewhere and kind of just, you know, washed him. Man, y'all, I almost couldn't watch it to the end, man. The way that dog was just looking around, sniffing, man, and the confusion in his face, y'all, was just, it was something else, man. It, like I say, these are animals, man, but like I say, that look, y'all, the noise he was making, man, it was almost human, man. You could tell these dogs really do have feelings, man. They get sad, they get happy, man, they get nervous. So that's why at the end of the day, a lot of times we call our dogs man's best friend, y'all, because even though they ain't people, man, they got a lot of the same characteristics. And the crazy thing is, a lot of dogs will turn out better than friends and family you're gonna meet in life, y'all. So with that being said, man, I believe dogs are still man's best friend. Man, I hope there comes a time where a lot of these movie studios, man, start making more movies, man, including dogs, and not nothing where the dog's a killer or the dog's attacking people, man. Where the dog is, you know, pretty much a friend, y'all, a companion of someone, y'all. Even like movies, like somebody hit up 50 Cent, man, that movie Power or something like that, man. Let's go and throw a dog somewhere in the storyline, y'all. Let's go back to, man, seeing these dogs on the silver screen, man, like we used to. But it's getting dark, y'all. I don't even know if y'all can see me right now. I ain't got no light on out here. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all know I don't start with it. I'm always going to end with it, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like, subscribe button, man, a notification bell, so y'all can come back, man, because I'm going to be dropping, man. I'm just going to be dropping. I feel it, man, in my heart. I'm just going to get behind that camera and give y'all something, man. Sorry I ain't showed y'all too much of the dogs today. You know what I mean? Layla and Molly's put up, man. Y'all know Molly. She'll be about 30 days pregnant right now. Layla, I believe, is kind of going in the heat, man. So, like I say, right now, they've been really going at it. Not nothing where they've been hurting each other at the same time, too. Like I say, it's instances where I know if I wasn't there, they definitely would do some damage to each other, man. So I kind of got them put up, separated right now. But like I say, man, we gonna keep them safe, y'all. We ain't gonna let them hurt themselves. It's our responsibility. With that being said, y'all, appreciate y'all sliding through. We out.